they've actually let me loose in the kitchen, and everything is here. There's a camp stove for coffee and tea, and it's help yourself, I think. Well, I have anyway. So I'm now talking to Farida Islam, who's going to tell me about her interest. Farida, tell me how you first became interested.
Oh God, I don't live very far. I actually live right in front of Vetch. Initially, I've always had eyes on this place because the place was for sale by the Vetch football field. And then what happened was just before the recession, the council had come back and said, would you like to purchase your land back? We'll give it to you back, but you've got to pay the legal fee. I thought, yes, of course, by all means, 6 meters of land. Of course, why not? And then something happened, and then the recession kicked in and the development took over. And then during that time, Sybil Crouch, who's the local councillor, started a project. And obviously, me being me and with a little bit of green fingers, decided I have to see what's going on. And here I am.
And what do you grow down there?
Oh God, we grow many lot of things, from our own traditional potatoes to exotic Bangladeshi food, such as like green pumpkins, to really long arm's length worth of runner beans, red dwarf beans, and we have like herbs, coriander. I've even tried growing ginger as well, which takes forever, but it does come on eventually. And yeah, just onions, regular stuff as well.
Now just take me back, because when I was a teenager in my parents' garden working on vegetables and picking them and then going and seeing them put in the pot, tell me about that experience of coming and picking and then going home and preparing a meal.
Oh, it's fabulous. I enjoy it actually, because last year, I think with the potatoes in particular, I probably only bought about £20 worth of potatoes for the whole year, and the rest of it was from the backyard, from this place and the beds, and you know, they went a long way. We even had about Mary's pipers literally about this size, so we had huge jackets. And it catered for easily catered for my family, because there's 4 of us that consist within that family. But yeah, generally I think everybody just enjoys cooking with the local produce of stuff that you've harnessed and you're taking home. So yes, it is very close to the heart, really.
I'm talking to Liz, Emma and Sinead. Let's talk about their experiences here. Liz, tell me what you think of the gardens.
Lovely, I enjoy coming here. It's a great community spirit, great community gardens here. We have a nice cup of tea here. For what I don't do in gardening is to have a gossip and a cup of tea.
Just here for the biscuits.
Yeah, for the biscuits, yeah.
And how long have you been coming here now?
I've been coming here about 3 years.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
about 3 years.
So have you learnt a lot about gardening in that time?
Yes, I've learned quite a bit. I didn't know much before. Grow runner beans and carrots and peas and things.
And the runner beans, you pick them maybe on a Sunday and have them for Sunday lunch?
Yeah, on Sunday lunch, yeah. Grandchildren enjoy them.
There's nothing like the taste, is there,
No.
really? And are you gardening here as well?
Trying a little bit, getting the kids involved.
It's great for the kids,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah? And you're a Swans fan?
Just a bit.
Well, we're in the right place, because this, of course, was the Vetch ground
Yeah.
originally. And where we're standing now, I think the players came in just behind Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think the old tea lady used to live in that house by there as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this has gone from being the Swans ground to being something really very good for the community.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good.
and it's good. It brings everybody together. The youngsters, includes everybody. It's a
Yeah.
great place to come to.
And the chickens, it's like children go to look at them. It's like being in the country, in the heart of the city, isn't it?
Yes.
Going to feed chickens, no?
Do you like gardening, Sinead? Yes? I think that's a yes.
yes.
We take that as a yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
That's all right, thank you.
I'm talking to Tim and Mason, who are doing a bit of painting here. Tim, what are you painting here exactly?
This was an arch which was just situated there,
Right.
and it had teapots all over it. One of our gardeners, Caroline, just bought a load of old teapots and strung them up, and it's quite nice because it was the gateway to the kitchen.
Right.
And of course, tea and refreshments are integral part, crucial to the garden, and quite a few gardeners just come on, potter about and have a cup of tea, which is very useful, and it's a way of getting to know each other.
Are you down here very often?
Yeah, well, when I'm not in work, yes, certainly, yeah. Well, yeah, most weekends. The summer, most evenings as well.
Mason, how are you having fun doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got? They tell me you've got a plot of your own.
No.
Don't you do gardening down here?
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Is it your grand's plot?
Yeah.
And you come down and help her?
Yeah.
So what have you learnt when you've been gardening? Have you learnt what vegetables have you been planted?
We used to plant strawberries, but they didn't grow.
So what else have you grown?
Potatoes.
And do you have those at home to eat with your?
But then we dug down and we found some.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you dug them up?
Yeah.
Did you know potatoes came from the earth before, or was that something new to you?
No.
Potatoes come from Tesco's, don't they, really? But there we go.
So how many people have plots here, would you say, Tim?
I think there's 63 plot holders at the moment.
Right.
There's like 75 beds. Varying levels of skill and competence, and green fingers. I haven't. I got tons to do. Look, I spotted that bit there.
I want you to do under it.
Underneath is grim, isn't it?
We're hoping to come back and have a look at the other things that you're doing through the season.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few Bangor ladies who do great gardening. Chinese community in the corner from Swan House, the retirement home.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 really keen gardeners, and they are stunningly good gardeners. Really spot on.
I'll have to come down and learn.
Yeah.
I hear there's a cup of tea brewing, so thank you very much for talking to me, Tim.
Okay.
It's a really good community spirit down here, isn't it? Everyone seems
yeah.
to work together.
Well, yes, it works in a chaotic sort of organised way.
Mason, it's nice to talk to you. You're doing a great job there. You're going to be a painter when you grow up, or what else would you fancy doing?
Painter.
A painter! You're going to be great. Thanks for talking to me. Talking to Brian Silman, who's one of the plot holders here. Brian, how did you first get interested in the garden? How did you hear about it?
We've seen an advert posted up basically, saying that they were going to start something over here in a way of growing vegetables. So me and my wife decided to get involved. We wanted to grow our own food. Our garden's not big enough, so we decided to go with it from there. Like.
And how successful has that been for you personally?
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it. My wife does most of the growing, to be honest, and I do most of the repairs and things around. I sort of contributed with Mick up there to, I forgot his name, to make the vast majority of the beds here. So
That's it, really.
yeah, basically it's.
And you
it's
have to have
been-
raised beds because it's tarmac or hardcore underneath.
Yes, that's right. You've only got about 2 or 3 inches of ground soil here, and the rest of it then is hardcore. It's been left here specifically for building in the future, unfortunately. But we are hoping that that'll be changed, but we don't know, to be honest.
I think the lease finishes in 2 years,
Yeah, something like that.
so hopefully it'll continue after that.
I think at the moment we will have a renewal, but how long it'll be for, we don't know.
Right.
And I think it depends more on the finances rather than anything else. If somebody offers the council enough money, I think they'll sell it on, because that's the climate in the
I know.
local government at the moment. Like,
It's sad, really. Now, behind you there's a shed. Tell us what this is made of and what it's for.
the vast majority, as you can see, is recycled pallet wood. We had to have the frame made out of better quality wood, which we had to buy, but by breaking the pallets down, as you can see by here, we saved ourselves huge quantity of money. Like, so that's what it's all about.
In fact, the whole garden, the whole place is about recycling, isn't it? And
Well, all the planks are old scaffolding planks that local firms have had enough of.
right.
Basically, they can only use them, they've got a life span, and when they come to the end of that, they donate them to us, and we sort of make them into the raised beds that you can see.
It's a real good community spirit here, isn't it?
Oh, awesome. We've got a huge international interest here. I think it's about half a dozen different countries involved, like, and we all get on pretty well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm just walking through the polytunnel here, and there's all sorts of goodies growing here. There are spring onions, I see. There's a vine here which obviously had tomatoes on earlier. Here, look, this is magnificent. The spring onions, there's little cabbages growing up, there's some herbs, and this is all now getting ready to be replanted for the spring. Let's walk down here now. I've been looking here at things like the daffodils which are growing, and in this bed over here there are strawberries, and the strawberries look as if they're really healthy and ready to go, and some more spring onions alongside it. We're talking now of red cabbages which are growing here, and this bed needs refurbishing at the moment. And we have some herbs here. These beds are newly laid out and look exciting. I'm walking now to around the edge here, looking at some of the beds and also some of these little greenhouses which are made from recycled material. And it's surprising what you can grow in something just this size, which is probably 3 feet by 2 feet. You can grow tomatoes, cucumbers, melons, and so much more. There's a lot of activity going on here, and you can see that looking over here at the painting that's going on. I'm looking at Colin here, who's working away still, painting all of the raised beds, making them look fresh and ready for the summer. And Mason's still here painting away. Looking good, Mason. Fantastic. Really good. And of course I'm heading here now towards the tea making place, because it's just like a central hub where anybody can come and make a cup of tea or coffee. And it's just so friendly here and pleasant, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. And look at all these teapots along the top. So it's homely and friendly. Three of you sitting here. Grandmother, mother, and the little one with their biscuits. That's great. And so this is it, the community garden in Swansea at the Vetch. An incredible, really interesting project, and I hope that in 2 years' time they get funding again. We're going to see you here again soon, and gradually through the year we'll see produce planted, cultivated and harvested, and hopefully we'll see some of it cooked and try some of that. Stay with us. This is Mike Leahy.